Now then, and welcome to part 2 of my Barons War video log. So this is what I've got done for the project so far. Been quite busy this week. Managed to get 6 men-at-arms done and 8 archers. I'll show you the men-at-arms first. They're the ones I've got done first. So I went with a red and yellow scheme. So these will be Brian Fitzallen's kind of household guard kind of guys that hang around town, roughing people up, stealing the money, all that kind of stuff, and saying it's for taxes, and just lining their own pockets more than likely. So that's these guys. There's one. They're all pretty much the same colour scheme. I wasn't sure whether to do them like this, but in the end I thought, yeah, it looked quite cool. It's just this one unit that'll be uniformed like this. I'm not sure in this period whether they did have liveries like this, but who knows? I certainly don't. I think they look quite cool though. So that's those. Just show this last one. This is kind of the leader of the little group. Yeah, so he's just got a red thing on. What is that called? Yeah, red coat. But he's got the same shield as everyone else. He's a nice figure as well. So that's those. Got those 6 done. And then what I did was I cracked on and got my archers done. Now the archers, I split them into 2 groups of 4, but I can add them together into one group of 8 if I like. But I did paint them slightly differently so I can separate them out if I want to. I don't need to. So because I'm mental, what I've done is I've actually strung all their bows. So that's just thread there that I've tied on. Like that. This guy, quite like this one. Like that padded sort of armour that he's got on. Just strung his bow as well. It's a little bit awkward, that one, to get around there. But I think it looks a lot better with the strings in the bows. Some of them I've given them arrows as well. So if they're in this kind of position, like the firing, I found these arrows on the Oathmark Orc kit. These are actually orc arrows, but I think they work perfect, don't they? So yeah, I just trimmed them off the orky hands that were holding them, stuck them on here, and then obviously strung the bows. So yeah, looks a bit better, I think. That's those. I'll show you this last one here. Oops. And there's that guy. Yeah, again, another arrow in that guy's bow. Quite fiddly to string these bows like, but I think it's worth it. It's worth the effort. When you're only doing a small warband like this or a small retinue like this, you can afford to kind of mess about a little bit, I think. It's a nice break from painting massed ranks of troops. There's that one. This guy. Again, got an arrow. This one. Come out okay, I think. This is my favourite one out of all of them. This guy is reaching down to pull an arrow out of the ground. Just a really nice figure, that one. I like it. Yeah, so that's what I've managed to get done this week. Quite a few actually. So all I've got left now is my spearmen. So I've got my spearmen here. Got 8 spearmen to do. And what I've done is, if you remember back from my unboxing video, I wasn't overly keen on these. You know, the metal spears that come with the figures. I mean, they're okay. They're really nicely cast and everything, but they just look how bendy they are. You know, for skirmish figures, they're just going to end up like big spaghetti spears all over the place. So what I've done is, I didn't want to lose these spearheads because I thought they were quite cool. So what I've done is I've cut them all off, and what I'm doing is There we are. So just a piece of metal wire. This is an offcut off. I think it was, see the guy with the standard. There's the extra piece of metal off that. So I've just cleaned the spearhead up, drilled a hole in it, and attached a metal spear to it. So I still get that spearhead, but on a much sturdier spear. Again, a bit of messing about. I mean, you don't need to do this at all, but yeah, it's been quite fun just messing about doing this kind of thing. Got a big cork thing there to stick them all in so I don't lose them. So yeah, I'm going to be cracking on with them this week. Getting my spearmen done. Hopefully I'll get these done this week, but it's Patrizan tomorrow. So I'm filming this on Saturday the 20th of May. It's Patrizan tomorrow, and I'm hoping there's going to be some Footsore stuff there. I'm not sure. I've looked at the traders, and I don't know if there will be. Hopefully somebody somewhere will be selling some Footsore stuff and some Barons War. So hopefully we'll be able to pick some bits up. If not, I'll just put an order in. So I want to get this up to 1,000 points, which is like the standard kind of, well, it seems to be the standard or the ideal game size, 1,000 points. Yeah, so that's everything I've got done. No, nothing else to show you. That's it. Hope you all have a good week, and I will get back to you soon. Okay, bye-bye. Now then, me again. Just thought I'd add this to the end of the video. So I went to Patrizan yesterday. Really good show, really busy. Some amazing games on display, and it just inspired me even more to really focus on the terrain and make a really immersive scene. So with that in mind, I went to the Sarissa stand and I picked up this, which is it's actually a Dark Age Hamlet bundle. As you can see, there's a fair bit in there. There's a couple of these two smaller dwellings, a larger one, a couple of carts, a little stable block, and then this big farmhouse thing. Really looking forward to getting into this. Never built any MDF terrain before, so yeah, see what I can do with this. I think it'll work perfect for the Barons War. Also work all right for my Picts and things, my Saxons. So yeah, cool. While I was there, the guy on the Sarissa stand gave me this for free. Chucked it in with the bundle. It's a little well, little English timber frame covered well. Yeah, because he's a good bloke. Thank you very much. Don't know your name, but cheers. Yeah, so I'll add that in as well. And I kind of given up on finding any Footsore stuff. So what I did was I went to the Colonel Bill's and I found some bits and pieces on there. A bit cheaper as well. So I got a Knight Command, Foot Knight Command. That's a guy there with a big axe and his standard bearer. All brand new figures, just been repackaged. Obviously second hand. And I got some Foot Knights, a packet of Foot Knights. There's 4 in there. Again, a bit cheaper. I do like Colonel Bills. You can find some right stuff if you dig around in there. If you ever go to a show and you see Colonel Bills, have a good rummage. There's all sorts in there. And then I found this as well. This is a limited edition figure. So it's a medieval falconer. Maybe part of a Kickstarter or something. So there he is there. Look at his little falcon. Not sure what I'll use him as. Probably just a bod stood around in the village or something. Unless there's rules for him somewhere. And I got that as well. Death and Taxes. Which is the campaign book. It's got like a little mini campaign in it and things like that. If you like, I'll go through this book and but have a bit of a flip through at some point if anyone's interested in seeing. But what I really like about it though is these little hexes for the campaign. It reminds me of Mighty Empires from Games Workshop back in the 90s, if anyone remembers that. I used to love that. A lot of people said it was a bit of a rubbish game, but I thought it was cool. Yeah. So I've got a plan for this. I've got a cunning plan, which I'll come on to in a later video. But yeah, that's Death and Taxes. Need to give that a read. To be honest, I need to read the bloody rule book first. And then I went to Irongate Scenery. Yeah, Irongate Scenery. I I bought some bits. This is all 3D printed stuff. So that's the twin axle cart. Come in handy as an objective or something. Got a beer cart, or barrel cart, but it's going to be beer, isn't it? It's got to be beer. Barrel cart there. Got a couple of market stalls. So this one is a cheese stall, and this one here is a butcher's stall. You just set them up around the little hamlet, market day and all that. And I already had a few of these. I forgot about these. These like little market trolley type things. Hard to explain. I'll show you one real quick. So basically, you got the main body there, and you put the wheels on. And then has that little cover on top. You put some little boxes and things on there. It's just like a little market thing. It's kind of cool. So I've got two of those. Shift that one out of the way. And then while I was there, I grabbed these as well. Some little boxes and barrels, and then a bag of bigger barrels as well. So it's all just trying to add to my little hamlet, make it look a bit more lived in. Just stuff, you know, people leave stuff all over the place, don't they, around their dwellings and the houses and things like that. So yeah, Patrizan was a great show. Managed to grab a few bits and bobs, just adding to the whole scene. I think Footsore need to have some kind of show presence, a Footsore stand. It'd be great. I'd buy everything. I would have done yesterday if I could have found some. And due to my confusion with the changing the subject slightly, but due to my confusion with the colour schemes, the medieval colour schemes, what I've done, I've got my little book, a little painting book, and I've actually written them all down, so I've researched them properly. So that's what they all are, what it all means. So when I read the like the medieval colours, it'll say something like vert and sable, and that's like green and black. So because I'm a kind of simple guy, I need a bit of a guide, and there we are. That's it. Helps me out anyway, because I can't remember stuff. So yeah, that's it.